Gonna be a quick one taker here on Monday. I gotta get out of here. I'm going to Larissa's tonight. She heads out to visit family in Illinois tomorrow for 2 weeks. I'm gonna take her to the airport, spend the night at her place. Monday shop day, a lot of cooling system work today. Toledo 530, the radiator finally showed up. Radiators in, fan and fan clutch, belts, pulleys, tensioners, expansion tank, temp sensors, hoses, thermostat. Wow, and complete thermostat or complete cooling system redo, rebuild on this car. Done. Put the cabin boxes back in, cleaned up the engine bay. Did the cabin filters, the little spring clips on the cabin boxes were missing, replaced those. O-ring on the power steering reservoir. It's really coming along. No more stored trouble codes, though it does need some miles to see if anything comes back. We've got the front bumper and the mirror cap. Need to get those painted. Need to get some estimates. See if he wants us to do that here or out in Florida. Then on Sepang, all of that went back together today. Water pump's done. Cleaned out the radiator, put it back in, bled the system, put everything back together. We're good there. The brackets for the cooler block-off solution showed up today from the manufacturer, and there's a problem. So here's what we need it to be, and here's what it looks like. This part is fine. The problem exists over here with this one, and if you can see, it's close, but it is too small. This hole is smaller than this hole, and our custom plug solution, that thing does not fit in here. So for the two that we need ASAP, yes, we'll grind that down. There's plenty of material. 6061's plenty strong enough for this. For the remaining 23, you know, they scanned this. There's no excuse for that not to be right. So they're going to have to go back to them for modification or for redo on those 23. Super, super annoying. Week after week after week, delay, delay, delay. Then they show up and they're wrong. It's the way it goes in this economy right now. Canadian car awaiting an LCM, due Thursday, or an LMA, due Thursday. We'll code that, see if that gets rid of our Terminal 30B problems and make the adaptive headlights work again. This car, 25th year car, got a rear main seal today. The flywheel's on, clutch kit will go on tomorrow. Then we'll be able to see if he wants to do O2s or any of that, but then we're gonna be ready to get the transmission on and really dig into wiring. DME's already coded. This 540, we're still waiting to hear from the customer how he wants to proceed, what jobs he wants estimates on. This car does indeed confirmed have leaking cam sensor O-rings on bank 2. That's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. We changed them on bank 1. The sensors were replaced 4 years ago, but they either used shitty aftermarket O-rings that don't work or they reused them, and I think they did the latter there, so they are leaking. Diff also has a drip on the bottom of it, which will mean it needs to come out and have the vent hole unclogged, or reamed out, because we've resealed it twice and I don't think the problem's there. I think the pressures are too high and it's just blowing past the axle seals. The input seal's fine. Otherwise, geez, my dad's car, drove it up here today, no problems at all. And then we're moving it around the shop. We get a check engine light, increased emissions, engine malfunction, reduced power. Check the codes. It's a DME code for the throttle potentiometer, which is the throttle pedal. So you open up the work through in ISTA and it shows a potentiometer between 0 and 100%. You floor the throttle and it shows 50.0%. So that doesn't seem right. I'll try the same test on another car, see if it indeed does say 100. If that's the case, I think we need a new throttle pedal here, which will be an opportunity to get the manual throttle pedal instead of the automatic or the SMG. The only difference, of course, is the kickdown switch, which we've already removed, but they make a separate part number for it, so we might as well order it. They're the same price. Car's still perfectly drivable. It's just annoying looking at a yellow check engine light. 130,000 miles and the throttle pedal goes bad. That's just typical BMW lack of quality in the mid 2000s with components like that. I think it's a Siemens VDO pedal. Just annoying. And we got another 540 out back here. I think I showed you guys last week. Needs a lot, the silver one. Got to do an MPI on that. That'll be done eventually this week. They're making a ton of noise over here all day. Huge, heavy equipment. I think it's the power station for the hospital that's nearby, but I'm not sure. That's going to wrap this up. I'm going to go over to her, go home, take a shower, go to Larissa's place. We're going to eat pizza tonight, hang out a little bit, take her to the airport tomorrow. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, Tuesday. Good night.